How majestic is His name. How majestic are His works. This is why we are here this morning when we worship. We remember how and who He is. How mighty and powerful. I know that this is a summer season when many people have an opportunity by God's grace to go on holidays. I just came back from mine. I had 2 weeks, and the beauty that I observed in nature and in art and creation is mind-blowing. All you can say, it's majestic. You see power of the wind, power of the sea waves, power of cliffs and mountains. And I've seen so many mountains, and you think to yourself, Bible verse, moving mountains. I couldn't even move a rock of this size. How majestic is our God? And I thought to myself, how lovely it is to be on holidays if God gives you that grace. Because I know that the God who says to work and take every opportunity and work hard and never lose a single moment, grasp the opportunity to build a kingdom, He also says that there are times you need to rest. And you can only rest when you have faith. It's a sign of faith that you stop. It's a sign of faith that you rest. It's a sign of faith that you pause. Because God's provision, who invented rest, He provided a law, a very special law for rest. There is a special law when you work and a special law when you rest. And the law for rest is provision. Provision. You do not need to be anxious. You do not need to fret. Because God invented rest and He wants you to have regular rest. And I'm going to read from a psalm that spoke a lot to my life. On 127. And it says, verse 1. Unless the Lord builds the house, the builders labor in vain. Unless the Lord watches over the city, the guards stand watch in vain. In vain you rise early, stay up late, toiling for food to eat because He grants sleep. And another translation says, grants enough to those He loves, even while they're sleeping. Do you know that you can sleep in trust? You can sleep in security because He will provide. It's not the anxious toil. There is a contrast here. There is a contrast of being striveful and fretting and being secure in Him. It's an agitation and stress of thinking that I have to do it all the time. No, you don't. But depending on God and trusting, you can actually sleep in peace. You have an inner peace that allows you security. If you put back the first verse again, you know it says, building a house and watching over a city. Why do you want to build a house? Why do you want to watch over a city? It's to be secure. You want walls around you. You just want to feel safe. You think, I need to watch out non-stop. I need to guard because something is coming. Yes, many things can come. But your wall and your protection and your security is God. The Bible verse, this one doesn't say to you, don't work, don't build. No. It says unless you do it without God, it's in vain. You have to invite God and His timings and His seasons in everything we do. It doesn't encourage us to be passive and lazy. It doesn't encourage us to lie at home, sleep long, do nothing, do games, lie in your bed. This passage is not about that. But it's about making boundaries and your orders right. The ordering of things have to be right. If God invented rest and He said rest every 7th day, do you think that it's a vain? That it's in the 10 Commandments in vain? Or do you trust that your designer, maker and creator told you something to do for a reason? Why do you think you can go along laboring non-stop all the time and say, I will do this project and then I will for 3 weeks holiday? God did not say that. He said rest regularly in trust. It's a sign of faith. Show me you trust me. That you can lay it down. That you can throw it away every time. Regularly. Pause. Regularly. As a pattern. Don't do stuff for 3 months anxiously. And then say I'll take this much time. Do how God designed it. You know, we say all the time saying, build the kingdom, build your house, and watch God. We will do it, but we will do it with God's leading and inviting God in everything. Because God's beloved works, and God's beloved rests. Hallelujah. Amen. So I want to encourage you this morning, because the Hebrew word used here, if you put that back there, verse 2, toiling. It says you delay your sleep. Hebrew says you are delaying, you're putting off your sleep, you're delaying your rest anxiously, and you're toiling, which the word is that you are in pain and sorrow in the daily kind of life. This is exactly the same word used here, that the curse that Adam and Eve was given, the curse of the daily grind of life, that it's gonna be sweaty and painful. That's the one that you have to do every single thing with God involving Him and accepting His rest. Hallelujah. So be blessed this morning, and as we turn our eyes away from vanity and focus on the Lord and worship Him, find rest and peace in Him, and trust in Him that we can do it with Him on our side. Hallelujah. And let every anxiety